You just put out a great report that on the Blockworks research site for subscribers, just looking through the month of March, I guess the conclusion of Q1 for Solana, if you want to use more TradFi terms. And I'm just hoping to chat through kind of state of the network with you, get your sense on some of the bigger narratives and themes. I think maybe the place to start is what's going to be on a lot of listeners' minds these days, which is price action lately. I think one interesting thing you pointed out is that through the Trump tariff news and all of the markets turbo nuking and so forth, I didn't really realize how much better Bitcoin had performed than Solana. Like it's a significant difference between Sol BTC and Sol ETH, for instance. So what did you make of that divergence?
Yeah, I think it reflects on a maturing crypto market and just Bitcoin following a cycle of its own. Like Bitcoin right now is positioning as a non-sovereign form of money that's outside of central banks' control. And I think that is reflected in its price action. Whereas Solana is mainly competing and taking market share from Ethereum on the smart contract chain landscape. So if you just look at price action, like Sol ETH is still up like year to date, like 18-20% or so. And Sol BTC is down like more than 30% or about 30%, which is a crazy divergence in performance. March was the second consecutive month where Sol underperformed Bitcoin. And I just think it speaks volumes about the relative strength of Bitcoin in the face of the latest market downturn and in the face of like macroeconomic uncertainty with the tariff situation and whatnot.
Yeah, the Sol nuking all the way down below $100 for the first time since early 2024 was really, really surprising and almost seems like an overcorrection to me. I'm no trading expert, but just based on ETFs, apparent institutional interest coming up for Solana and nothing fundamentally really changing about the network. I don't know that. I was surprised we dropped so low, I'll say.
I agree with you there. Like, if you look at like just price action, like just Sol at $100 is about down like 65% from its peak in January. So like we're talking like 3 months ago. Like it reached like $293 like a few days after the Trump meme coin launch, and since then it's been like down only. But like if you look at network metrics today, such as Rev, DEX volumes, stablecoin supply on Solana, and you compare it to the last time Sol was at this price, like everything is up today. So fundamentally, Sol is much, much better today than it was the last time it was at this stage, like in price.
Are we in a bear market, Carlos?
Not a trader, so I'd rather not speculate on that. I'm terrible at making price predictions, so but it definitely feels like bear market buys for me.
Yeah, it remains to be seen. I think there's a world in which Trump bows into a lot of the pressure from Wall Street to back off of tariffs, and if that's the case, then a lot of this is just the market dump has no actual backing. Now, if he continues to go through with tariffs, who knows? I'm not, go listen to forward guidance from Blockworks to get better analysis on that. But max pain in the markets right now for sure. Another interesting thing that you pointed out in your report, Carlos, is that the March saw, I believe, an all-time high for Solana open interest. So what did you make of that particular data point and what it says about how traders in the market is viewing Sol as an asset?
Yeah, so just to clarify, it's almost an all-time high when you denominate it in Sol. So in dollar terms, it's not nearly an all-time high, but Sol denominated open interest definitely it's at its second highest point in history. The highest point was a few days before FTX collapsed, and I just think it kind of reflects on traders' positioning, like expecting a sharp move. This was after March close. So definitely the sharp move I think has already happened, because Sol dropped like from $125 to below $100. But definitely leverage in the system is high, like in relative terms.